Okay, we live. Let me see. Yeah, we live. We back at it. I lost service. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in and enjoying this good Monday, good music Mondays. All right, let's get another log back in here real quick, and he gonna give us some good vibes one time. TJ Waddy.
What's good?
Chilling, Tim. My fault, man. I think it was going too long. But Tim, like I said, one more time, my man does everything. He's doing this thing in Dallas. If y'all need some good training and all that, follow my bro. What's your Instagram and social media? How can they follow you?
My Instagram is TJ Waddy with 2 T's, Y7. And my what is it? Oh, my Facebook is
I got you, Chico. Now keep going, man. Hey, give me some music, Tim. What you got? Just give me one. I want to hear one song, Tim. What you got?
Midnight Love.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
I had to take it down. To him. No, because the story behind that song. Let me turn it down a little bit. The story behind that song. It was a lot of gun violence and stuff going on. California. And it was a message before the song. Snoop was basically telling people, man, stop killing each other, put your guns down, let's come together. And yeah, man, that's, then I was like, what? I think I was probably like 7, probably like 6, 7 when this came out.
He's from Long Beach, California, right there, by the way. Just to get Long Beach, man. Play that shit. Bang it. Let me hear it.
My bad.
Start feeling dumb, I'm young, but I'm a grown man. Taking things into my own hands, I'm trying to own it. But life I twist it like a twister. Get twisted with this ain't the song, but it's all. I keep missing this shit. I'm high, but I try to stay focused. Wide eyed, looking at his chest.
That's good. Okay.
Smoking on my last breath, blow out like what's left.
You got
now I can go wrong, or I can cheat, I go right, whatever way that I turn is still death. The life, it don't discourage me. I ain't got nothing to lose, but some homes that probably never turn the money to burn. But I love cause I see, and I earn cause I G. But these problems probably have a nigga greater to see. At an early age, so at an early stage in life, I tend to get my shit tight. You gotta struggle and fight. It costs the arm and the leg to live on your knees.
That's banger.
Trying to keep my sanity.
That's gonna bang. That's a banger right there. That's a banger.
And then what you got? What's the other one you got right? You got it ready?
Yep, it's coming out right now.
Let me see, Timmy. Let's do it.
YouTube gonna do me like that. Let me see. 3 seconds. Alright. It's on you, YouTube. What we gonna do?
That's Marvin.
You know it is. Hey, say Mark. That's my bangers, bro. That's my bangers, bro. That's gonna bang every time.
Yeah.
Bro, let me ask you a question. Quick question.
I'm with you. I'm here.
Your favorite boxer of all time and why?
Favorite boxer of all time and why? That's a tough one. We all know that. And no disrespect to anybody that I don't say, obviously, because I have a lot of young favorites that's out there now. Shoot, shout out to Danny Garcia. Shout out to Sean Porter, Earl Spence, Deontay Wilder. You feel me? Shout out to Deontay Wilder, Bomb Squad, all day. But anyways, Gary Russell Jr., Leo Santa Cruz, all these guys. But my favorite boxer of all time would be, it's two. Muhammad Ali, for sure, because he's a heavyweight that conquered the division, 3 times, more than three times, and what he stood for, what he did. He stood for much more than just an athlete. So Muhammad Ali, obviously, and then and Sugar Ray Robinson, because Sugar Ray Robinson was, you know, the way what they put him through. He had to fight like within like 2 or 3 weeks notice, you know, back to back to back, and just keep going. And he was whooping ass though. Yeah, he got beat. He got beat too, but Sugar Ray Robinson and Muhammad Ali will be my 2 favorite boxers of all time.
What would you say one is your what would you say what is your most, what do you feel great about yourself? What's the proper link I'm trying to use, bro? What is your greatest achievement in life?
For mine?
Yeah.
My greatest achievement in life is you know, I don't want to be selfish, so I'm gonna be selfless on this one and let you know my son, Marcus Watson Jr. Your nephew. But nah, hey Timmy, let me let you go, man. I gotta see what's up with the big homie one time. If you in, I love you, brother. All right.
I love you too.
I appreciate you, King. Yeah, that's my brother Tim, man. If you, like I said, if you in Dallas, you know, please make sure you hit him up. TJ Waddy 1. Follow him. Shout out Chico, man. Chico, my brother Chico right here. He's logged in here, and this is Good Music Mondays. I would say major shout out to Chico because my first job was working on a tour, which was the Up Close and Personal tour with Chris Brown, Lil Wayne, Neo, a group called Cherish, you know, Jewel Santana. And there was one group in there that was so damn cool and so fun, and they need to get the credibility that they deserve too, because they also help like bridge that gap from like, let's say, how do you say it, Chico? Like they help bridge that gap from like, well, not really bridge the gap because it's always been fun party music. They had party music cracking, put it that way, man. And these guys were dope, man. They were just solid, real dudes. And my man Chico ran the whole situation right there. And he's an LA cat too, living in the South. But this them franchise boys I'm talking about, them franchise boys. Yep, M-I-Y-T. Yep, M-I-Y-T. All that, you know, like that's the good stuff, man. That was good music, good times, man. Nothing like that, right, Chico? Nothing like that, King. You know. So yeah, I got a guest, another guest, but I think he probably left me. Let me see. How can I get this guy? He is not logged in yet. Oh, lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it. Yeah, that's them franchise boys. Just in case y'all didn't know. You know what? Since my guest ain't ready for me yet, we might as well give y'all some of that good stuff that I'm talking about, just in case y'all forgot who these people are and what they've done. Okay, for the culture, like people like to say. Here we go. Yeah, just bear with me, bear with me. Shout out to all these dudes, man. Yep, my guys right here. This is them, bro. This is them, Chico. We got them, Chico. We got them, baby. We got them. We got them. Y'all want some good music? Here we go. Let me give y'all some good music right now. Okay, there we go. I got my guy in here now, and I'm ready to get this. That's perfect. Perfect timing. Let's see. Here we go, Chico. So I'm having issues, obviously, with my Wi-Fi and whatnot. So all right, that's cool. Let's do it. So this next guest I'm gonna bring in, and I'll end up playing that song, matter of fact. But this guest I'm gonna bring in right now, he doesn't need an introduction at all. He's one of the greatest to ever do it. Manager, just a solid brother right here, man. You know, and yes, my man is white, but he don't see no colors, no colors. Trust me on that, and I'll stand firmly on that. My man, he's all about peace, love, and respect for real. All right, let's go. Let me see. Is he in here? Let's see if we get him. There he goes. There he goes. That's my big homie. Listen, this is my big homie, my brother from another, Mr. Steve Lobel. What's up, Steve? How you feeling, King?
My brother Marcus from another mother. How you doing? First of all, I want to say shout out rest in peace, Big West.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And shout out to your dad, the OG Sam Watson, who embraced me when I first came to Cali. And shout out to your brother Brendan, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, Steve. I appreciate that, bro. That's real, King. How you holding up through this this pandemic and everything, man?
I mean, truthfully, honestly, I'm blessed, man. I'm working on a few projects that, I started right before the pandemic came. So now they're about to open up in July. So
I got you.
it was good. And then, I learned not to hold on to things through this pandemic. So I put a pool in my house. I had some money, so I didn't want to, just leave it sitting. And to be honest with you, my brother, I'm opening up a rehab center where I'm at right now.
Okay.
It's called the Heavenly Center. I brought Scott Storch involved, and I'm doing it with a longtime friend of mine, Frank Sid, who's one of the biggest in the country. But the difference that we're using here with this rehab at the Heavenly Center is we're using cannabis to help people.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Then, I'm involved with the cookies cannabis business, so we're opening one in Woodland Hills, and then I'm opening up a.
Where's it at, bro? This is in LA or is it?
Well, yeah, the Heavenly Center, which there's some artwork right behind me, but that's in Studio City. We're opening the cookies dispensary in Woodland Hills, and then I'm opening up a hip hop museum / dispensary in Van Nuys. So I have 3 major projects that I'm working on.
Man, that's amazing, Steve. That's amazing, bro. That's great, bro. Like rehab centers are amazing. So when you say rehab, though, it's for like what, like the body, or is it for the mind?
Well, this rehab that we're opening up is for people that are addicted to alcohol and drugs.
There you go, for the mind. Yes, sir.
Basically, what I'll tell you is, which is amazing, is we're calling it the Heavenly Center, right? And it's an outpatient program for substance abuse, cannabis-assisted treatment, holistic healing, wellness, purpose-based, meaningful, authentic, a modern approach to addiction treatment. And if you see, we got the big fish tank.
That's killer.
We got clouds in the sky.
That's killer.
We're working on, it's just to help people that, like I said, it's outpatient facility where people are addicted to drugs and everything, and it's the new era of recovery. So we're painting this. We're just doing a lot of stuff, Marcus, because a friend of mine that I grew up named Frank Sid, like I said, he has a company called Royal Life Centers, and they're the biggest in America. So
yes, sir.
I pitched him an idea about doing something in California, a little different using cannabis and bringing Storch involved. So it's amazing. It's amazing.
That's dope. Yeah. That is dope. That's like, we talk like in slang still, even though, we know better. We still talking slang, bro. And that's dope as fuck. All right. Like, that's game changing stuff right there, Steve. Like, real talk. You've always been a game changer, period, though, since I met you, man. Like,
yeah, we leaders, not followers, man. We don't follow the trend. We set the trend,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do. Yes, sir, Steve, man. That's good. So, hey, how's Pops doing, man?
My Pops is blessed, man. He's 87. He's in New York. I was on FaceTime with him all day yesterday, showing him all the great food I was eating. And I'm going to try to get him out here for the grand openings, because we're going to open up some of the places July 10th and July 11th. So he's blessed, man. He's alive. He's healthy. And I appreciate you asking, man.
No, you know it. I want to see him soon, too. If we can get him to a fight, obviously this year is crazy. We all know that, the whole world. If you don't know this year.
You know my dad.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I'm saying, but I want to get him to a fight this year, but at the same time, I know it might be tough because, you might want to wait it out a little bit. A lot of people are still going out and everything. Everybody, I want y'all to be safe. I think Steve can attest and agree with this. Be safe. That Corona stuff is still out there. So
exactly. And if you're around on June 11th and you're coming out with your mask, come by and bring me a special guest or something. My partner Frankie loves boxing, so he lives in Florida, but he'll be here for the grand opening.
That's my boy. I know him. We back in maybe July, bro. So Steve, I ain't gonna hold you too long because I know you're a busy man, brother, and I appreciate you getting with me one time. I got a couple,
bro. I do anything for family.
That's right, King. That's right. Look, in light of everything happening right now with, police and the public or whatnot, how do you think you know, it will affect the labels and artists moving forward when things loosen up a little bit, you know.
Well, look, man, you know, like I haven't really spoke too much about this, but I'm gonna speak with you about it because I loved your questions that you had sent over to me. And to be honest with you, man, like first of all, I want to say this, like I want everybody to take this pandemic real serious, especially if you're older and your low immune system. Please take care of yourself because I've been preaching health as well for a long time.
Right.
Second of all, you know, it took me a while to post something, right? I stayed off Instagram for 2 weeks and watched the circus and watched the brutality and watched the virus, and I just stayed off Instagram. I want to say these couple things though, like Black Lives Matter, and all lives matter, to be honest with you. But listen,
But at this point, you know,
people need to respect Black people like they respect Black culture. You know,
that's it.
And I grew up with Afro Americans, Latinos, Caucasians. I grew up in New York, and you know, I've made a lot of money with Afro Americans and whites and Latinos.
Wait, Steve, hold that thought right there. No, and I'll let everybody know, just so, in case you didn't know, I stand firmly with this man right here, with Steve Lobel. He don't, like I say, he said all lives matter. I feel the same way, all lives do matter. But he also is conscious enough to know that right now, at this point, it's time for people to wake up and see that Black lives matter. You know, they do.
I'm gonna get into that because
and I'm with you, Steve.
Like, to be honest with you, most of my best friends are Afro Americans, right? And
yes, sir.
Everybody I worked in the music industry, I made them famous and rich, and we made money together, right? And I don't judge people by the color of their skin. I don't stereotype people. So at the end of the day, we're going to touch on a few things. Let's talk about the music business, right?
Yes,
the
sir.
Music business, I could say I've been doing this over 30 years, and I'm relevant, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
I've been able to stay blessed. And, you know, I work with a lot of people, right? But
absolutely.
I would say 50 to 60% of the white guys who work in the music business are racist.
Yeah.
And then I will say that 25% Afro-Americans, Uncle Tom's.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Now, and I'm saying this, and I'm backing everything I'm saying. And to be honest with you, like, I think how it's going to affect the music business. First of all, I've been screaming this as a Caucasian. You got guys running urban music and Black music in the music business who are white, who don't even know about culture or Black culture, or even about going on tour with an artist or going to the hood and being around Afro-Americans or Black people. Right. So I feel that the Uncle Toms in the music industry should be fighting to get those Black people and Afro-Americans in the music industry to run Black music or urban music in the label.
And the position of power.
And they're not, because let me break it down. Sorry to cut you off. They're scared to lose that guaranteed check. They're scared to get that 401k and health insurance and that T&E, the expense account, to bill it back to the artist. Me, I have confidence in who I am, so I can go be independent and don't need security at a record label. I left working at record labels because they were dogging the artist, talking shit about the artist. But meanwhile, you're making the money off the artist.
Right.
Okay? I left working at a record label a long time ago. So that's that about the music business. Now, what else we got? Because I want to talk about police brutality. So
that's real.
That's the second question, and we're gonna get.
That's real. Hey, look, that's real. Now I gotta chime in on that though, just to let everybody know. I know. Look, I'm backing me and my family and the Heyman, me and my family and all of us. I'm sorry about that. We are backing Steve Lobel, no matter what, because Steve Lobel is solid, bro. He's talking that real. And my brother, like I said, he never seen no color and nothing like that. He just
look at the comments. Look at the comments. They respect it.
Yeah, he just want to make sure everybody's treated right. That's been him. That's him. And that's him. Just in case y'all didn't know, that's him for real. So no, that's real, Steve. I appreciate that. That's great. Second one will be so do artists have a social responsibility to their communities, you know, that they came from, basically?
Okay, so but real quick, the music industry, right? I feel like this right now. Like I said, Afro-Americans, Black guys in the music industry need to team up. They need to start running a lot of these record companies. Yeah. And I just feel like, a lot of artists that get signed, they're getting signed not off their talent. They're getting signed based off their numbers and their likes and Instagram following, which is corny to me. You understand? And I just think that, you shouldn't sign someone that. You sign them off their talent. Now you're asking me, what was the question you asked?
No, yeah, like, so, do artists have a social responsibility to like to the community basically that they came from, you know, like.
Okay, so I feel like this: 9 out of 10 artists get money, and they leave their neighborhood, and they run somewhere else, and they hide. I respect Nipsey and rest in peace, Nip,
Yeah.
because he stayed in the community.
Wait. Hold that thought. By the way, if you've been living under a rock for like, you know, however long, my brother Steve Lobel is one of the guys, not one of the guys. Yeah, I'll say one of the guys, just on the cautious side or whatnot. One of the guys that brought Nipsey Hussle to the table, meaning help Nipsey Hussle be able to create the platform that he ended up having. And you know, I think Nip would,
you
but
know,
respect.
just so you know, that was God, that was me and Big U, and we just helped Nip get
That's why I say
the doors that black executives, black A&Rs, and white didn't want to deal with Nip. They told me I was crazy. He's a rolling 60 Crip. He looks like Snoop Dogg, and
I remember.
so on and so forth. So they
I
all
remember.
full of shit. They all jumped on the bandwagon after the fact. Now,
Right.
Nip
Yeah.
Nip didn't run from his neighborhood. Nip was putting money back into his neighborhood. A lot of these rappers get money and they run from the neighborhood. You know why? They're gonna get extorted or bullied or, you know, taken advantage of. I feel like, you know, it's cool to move out of your community, but it's also good to give back to your community and help your community. Now,
Absolutely.
consciousness, who is a rapper that's really putting out something that means something about this depressing state we're living in right now, what's going on with the world, you know, the pandemic, the racism, the police brutality. Who is putting out music to talk about that? J. Cole put something out. Huh?
J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole. But
He been doing
it. They don't listen. The industry don't care. They want the chatter, the chit chatter, the clout. With all due respect, you know, 6ix9ine, you come home from jail, you're supposed to come home humble. I met the kid. He's a little kid. He comes home cocky as fuck, putting out garbage. He's the worst rapper in the game, but he's a great marketer.
Hey, Steve, that's real, Steve, and I'm gonna catch you right there because I don't want to. This is my brother. You my brother from another, and the reality is, yeah, I don't agree with that guy at all. But that's him, and that's it. Like I thought he should have came home and you know been talking to the ladies more and party music, but the fact that he came home and started trolling, you know, his situation, not cool. Cool.
He ain't talking like that locked up.
Steve, that would come from me. That's coming from me.
Coming from me. When he was locked up, I guarantee he wasn't talking that shit. He was humble. I met him once. He's a little kid. He's pussy.
I want him to win, though. We want him to win. I got a feeling
No, listen. You want people to win, but you want them to win with hard work and talent because there's so many talented people out here that ain't winning because they don't have their numbers. And it's fucked up because the young kids, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, they don't know about principles and morals. And they don't understand what real music is and real talent is. So,
yes, sir.
You know, that's just the bottom line. So the music industry, you know, if Pac was alive, Nip was alive, they would be making conscious, great music for today.
Absolutely.
You know?
Timeless music, bro.
You know, whoever's talking about Sammy the Bull in here, man, Sammy the Bull ain't got nothing to do with this conversation. And everybody knows that I know Sammy the Bull's daughter and son. Okay?
Wait.
Sammy the Bull.
Hey, Steve, that's timeless music.
Sammy the Bull, yes, Sammy the Bull ratted. But Sammy the Bull is a real mobster who's different than 6ix9ine. So whoever's in here, it's all good. You can talk like that. I respect that. But listen.
Yeah, we ain't worried about. Hey,
but it's okay. That's real mob stuff. They wouldn't say it to Sammy's face because Sammy's still a gangster. So at the end of the day, I'm just saying, you know, we need more conscious music out here. And at the end of the day, my brother, artists need to want to go and talk about what's going on. Not to do it for clout, not to do it for pictures for Instagram, to do it off the camera to show us that they're really marching for a reason.
Absolutely.
And they're doing this for a reason, for change. And at the end of the day, to show people that what real music is. So at the end of the day, that's the problem.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Hey, and just to you know, piggyback off of that right there, I don't care who's writing negative stuff in here. We don't give a flying fuck.
It's okay. No, it's okay.
No, but see, we don't give a flying fuck about who writes negative stuff in here at all. appreciate you guys
Nah,
for
that's
even.
just his opinion. That's just his opinion. So we
Hey,
respect.
but we appreciate y'all for tuning in. All right, that's simple.
Yeah, we respect the opinion. So that's the
um,
real thing, Marcus. That we need people to make real music. Like I said, if Pac was alive, or Nip was alive, or Common, I'm waiting for Common to come with something because Common is a conscious guy. Like Chance the Rapper. A lot of people scared to
like
speak
I
up, my
said,
brother.
there you go. Look, there you go, Steve. Chance, I say Chance. I say J. Cole been talking that shit. To be honest, J. Cole been talking that shit. Kendrick Lamar, of course. K. Dot. Kendrick is talking some solid stuff. You know, we got a lot of them out there though. It's a lot of good ones out there. But
Yeah,
hey,
you known my body different. I respect you, bro. I got a thing.
Steve,
But to be honest with you,
Steve.
Marcus, listen, my brother, like Nas need to come out. People with
Nah, there
conscious
you go.
rap
Shout out
lyrics.
my boy Bobby Wilson. He from the Crenshaw district right there. Bobby
Yeah,
Wilson.
they need to
You know,
speak
he
the
said
truth,
nah.
man. That's the problem. So you asked me a question, that's my answer. You know what? Shout out Griselda and Conway. Conway put out something that's really positive. Eminem could come with something. But you know what the problem is? The majority of these people in the industry, these young generation, they don't care about the real. That's the problem, bro.
Yeah, Electronica, he been doing his thing too. Shout out him. But hey, Steve. So look, hey, I remember, bro. You work with you know, for those that don't know, you work with the legendary DJ from one of
Jam Master Jay.
the most infamous rap groups ever, Run DMC, DJ Jam Master Jay, right?
Yes, sir.
So how was that, man? How was he? Was he solid, bro? Like, you know, give me some good
The realest, man. You know, he was the swag, the glue, the streets to Run DMC. And, you know, it's so crazy because, you know, he passed away and got shot in his head and got murdered just like Nip. So
yeah.
when Nip passed, it brought back a lot of memories because that's what happened with Nip. But Jam
Yeah.
Master Jay gave me the opportunity. I grew up with him. He gave me the opportunity to carry bags, to go on tour, Run DMC. He was the style, the glue, the swag, the streets, you know, Run DMC. And, you know, shout out Run and D, my brothers. But, you know, Jay got murdered in his own hood, in his own studio. And at the end of the day, you know, anything I do, I always shout out Jam Master Jay and Run DMC.
You know I know that. That's why I had to bring that up, my brother. You know that I had to bring that up because I know how indebted you are with Jam Master Jay for sure.
I'm a loyal dude, bro. Don't forget where I come from, brother.
Steve, and I know that. Yeah, like I say, we with you. We with you, bro, forever, for life, bro, in this thing. So Bone Thugs and Harmony. You also work with the great Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. Like, how was that, like, early?
I mean, I still work with them. You know, rest in peace to Eazy-E, who introduced me to them. You know, I'm from New York, but I came out to LA when Easy and worked with Bone Thugs, who connected the Bone and Biggies, the Mariah Careys, the Chameleonaires, you know, all that stuff with Bone Thugs. I've been with them over 20 years.
Yeah.
And, you know, super talented, created and innovated a great style. And at the end of the day, they're still doing it. They sold more records than a lot of rappers. And a lot of people took their style. But, you know, that's like 5 Jay-Z's, 5 Kanye's, you know, all 5 of them. And shout out my man Fleshbone, who did 10 years in the pen out in Cali, you know, which wasn't easy. So, you know, and rest in peace, Easy, man, Ruthless Records for life.
Easy call. No, that's good, Steve. No, when you say that one thing real quick, Flesh and Bone, because you know I'm a Bone Thugs and Harmony guy, and a lot of the world is, you know, if you were born in the '80s and grew up in the '90s, I think you were a Bone guy for sure. But check. How was Flesh and Bone? Was he? You said 10 years. Was that in the '90s, bro? Because I remember he was out.
Yeah, Flesh went away for 10 years.
He was out for a while. Okay.
Yeah, the last project I did with Flesh was his first solo album on Def Jam, and his first single had Run from Run DMC on it. World So Cruel, you know. So
okay.
And Big Pun, rest in peace. So I worked with his first feature was on Fleshbone's album. Shout out.
That's crazy.
Shout out Position. Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I worked with Fat Joe, as you know, for a long time, and Tupac's group, The Outlaws, and managing Scott Storch now on his come up. Just working hard, bro.
Scott Storch, man. I mean, his goes without saying. I think y'all know who Scott Storch is. Come on, if you don't know who Scott Storch is, just go on Google when we get off of this and Google Scott Storch, and you'll see all the beautiful records that he's done gave to the real. All right, and that's simple. Hey, all right. So Steve, I ain't gonna hold you too long. Let me ask you something.
Bro, I love it. I love your question, so I'm waiting for you to answer.
Come on, you already know, bro. So look, how important? Because you're in the music industry, of course. how important is the sound engineer to recording artists?
Wow, amazing question, right? And just so you know, I created the first online college. We work in university, right? It's the first online college that has 75 modules. No one has done something like I did. And you go in these modules and you learn everything about the music industry, from engineering, from songwriting, from vocal coaching, to road management, to booking agent. So there's a lot of things about the industry that people need to learn. So you know how important an engineer is to recording? Yo, it's everything. Like for a producer like Scott Storch, he just doesn't work with just any engineer. And a lot of artists, they don't understand that the newer artists need to understand how important an engineer, because he makes the vocals crispy. He mixes them records crispy. He masters the record crispy. And, you know, there's a way to record stuff. There's a way to engineer stuff. And that's what a great engineer does. And in the Heavenly Center, the rehab center, we're opening a studio inside it where we're going to have that therapy. And we just had meetings with engineers today because we need the right engineers to deal with people. So it's a great question. Any recording artists out there, when you're in the studio recording, make sure you're creating with a great engineer who knows how to record your vocals to make sure they sound great.
Dig. That's what's up, bro. That's 100, like 100, man. Yeah, the people speaking for you, Steve, they know what time it is. So look, this brings me to my last question for you, buddy. Because if you guys don't know, like I say, my man is, you know, jack of all trades. He done did whatever it is, like whatever it is under the sun. My man Steve did it, except for anything illegal. He does not do illegal stuff. No. All right, that's a fact. So check. He said, I'm gonna ask you, what inspired you to write "Failing My Way to Success"? Because he wrote a book, and if you don't have it, go get it. "Failing My Way to Success." What inspired you to write that, bro?
I mean, to be honest with you, bro, like I'm writing a book called Coach Lasts Longer Than a Player. You know, look, you got to fail to succeed, you know, and you're going to get 9 no's before you get that one yes. I go into every meeting expecting a no and hoping I leave out there with a yes. I plant my seeds to get my fruit. You understand? Because nothing's guaranteed in life but death. So it's that's true. If you go in there and success and you really expect the least, you'll leave with the most. You understand? Because yes, sir. Especially in the music industry, bro, there's so many disappointments and so many no's because people don't go with their gut. I go with my gut. I don't care what anybody says. If I love something, I'm going with my gut, and I'm going to make shit happen. And when I found Nipsey, they all told me I was wasting my time with my gut. When I found Sean Kingston, they told me I was wasting my time with my gut. When I started working with Scott Storch on his comeback, they told me I was wasting my time. I went with my gut. So I think you need to be a leader, not a follower, and go with your gut and always expect the worst to get the best.
Dude, nah, that's real. That's real talk, King. That's King talk right there, man. And that's the reality of it, man. That's awesome. I hope y'all, like I've seen some people saying, take notes. Taking notes. That's good, man. So look, now we're going to go with, if you could live in any era, you know, if you could be alive in any era, Steve, any era, bro, any era. I'm talking about any era. Which era would it be? Like, you know.
You know what's crazy, man? Like, I say I'm blessed because I've been able to stay in the music industry for 3 decades, right? And it's very hard. And I was able to experience beepers and payphones, and then go to those big Panasonic phones, and then go to flip phones, and now get into an iPhone, and then get to experience social media. So remember, back then when we promoted records, we didn't have social media. It wasn't a press of the button. It wasn't making a video for YouTube. We had to wait 6 months to get a video edited. We had to get in the van and go around the country and promote records with vinyl at radio stations and so on and so forth. So, man, I mean, the era today, I feel majority of the era in music, people have no integrity, no morals, no principles. They'll sell their soul for a like or a follow, not even for a check, I would say. So I think that, you know, to me, late 80s, 90s era, man, was the best for me.
Look at my dog. Hey, I'm sure, Bobby Wilson, I'm sure you agree with that too, Bobby. You know, man. Hey. Well, no, you know what? You say late 80s, but see, all right, Steve, you know what? I'm going to take mine back, bro. And it's a different reason for me, bro. And just, you know, like, just let me talk it. Mine, I would want to live in the 70s because, you know, I feel like the 70s is when, you know, I'm a black man out here, bro. And you know, I've been I've been woke, as they say. You know, my mom and my dad, my family. Shout out to them, my aunties, all of them. I would want to live in the '70s because I felt like it still was so much more. You know, that's when people when we were making a change a little bit more. You know, like that's obviously when the Panthers was coming around and things like that. Yeah, I would say '70s. That's when that Marvin hit. So that's
I
love
like
though.
that. That's real talk. Or maybe the disco era, disco fever.
Yeah,
You
East
know?
Coast, that disco, yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's real. Like, I mean, look, music wise, I want to stay in the late '80s, '90s, music wise, because I know
Yeah.
the question was based on music and this was about music. But to be honest with you, I would say, I was born in '65, right?
Yeah.
So I might even go back to the '50s, man. My dad tells me stories that there was trolleys and it was 5 cents to get on the trolley, and maybe to see how that was back in the '50s or even the '70s, like you said. So. But
Yeah.
music-wise, late '80s, early '90s.
That's right. Shout out my boy all of a sudden, Bobby. Like I said, he said he about to go purchase some of your books. That's right, as you should, King. So hey, let me get you with some more real quick, and I'm gonna get out your way almost, Steve.
Bro, I'm loving it. There ain't no rush.
My guy. So look, trivia. I got a trivia for you. Let's see where your mind is on this music shit right here. I'm gonna say some lyrics, and you tell me who the artist is. I mean, well, not who the artist is, who the song is.
Oh, and I wish I was in the Frank Sinatra era too. But go on.
Yeah. Hey, Frank, I love it. Look, Frank, he said, what did he say? Damn, I can't get the
My way, summer wind.
No. He said, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. If you listen to you ain't seen nothing yet, he was talking that shit. He was talking about some of that, it's like you ain't seen nothing yet. So no, Steve, check. I'm gonna say the lyrics, and you tell me which song it is. All right, this is by the artist Snoop Dogg, which is a game changer within itself for sure. Snoop, with so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O-double-G. What's the name of the song? I'm gonna give you 3 options. What's the name of the song? Is it A, Murder Was the Case, B, Gin and Juice, or C, Rolling in the LBC? With so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O-double-G.
Man, you got me on the spot, man. I might be
wrong. Nah, it's okay.
Ain't but a G thing, baby.
No. I said, look, A, Murder Was the Case, B, Gin and Juice.
Yeah, I would say B.
Okay, my man, 50 grand.
Juice, and shout out Snoop Dogg, man, the OG, looked out. And, that's my friend for decades, man. Decades. Always looked out when we needed stuff with Nip. Snoop is family, man. I love that. I love how he takes care of his family and everything. So shout out my man Snoop Dogg. He shows me nothing but love. And we know me and Snoop go back at least 2 decades.
Easy, I know. I know, King. And that's awesome. Yeah, that you got that right. Obviously, you're a music head, so you know what's up, man. And so Steve, I'm gonna hit you with one of my songs, man, and let you know why I like this song a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot of it, and where it took me when I heard it. And I had a different song actually for you, buddy, but I was on there talking to Chico before you logged in. You remember Chico? Chico was with the Franchise Boys and them.
Yeah, and I love that you have Pooh on there. He shouted me out. He knows me. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and give him that song, I guess, honestly, because I had a few different songs, buddy. But yeah, I'll give you this one. Just in case they didn't know, just in case they forgot about these people. Which one was this? What was that? The second tour that we was on with Sean Kingston? That was the second one.
Man, you guys been in the music game, the boxing world. You guys don't stop, man.
Yeah, that was the second one. The first one, though, Steve. The first one, Steve. I was talking to Chico. Was it was Chris Brown, Neo. They were headlining, and then you had Lil Wayne right up under them. Then you had Joel Santana, and you had a group called Cherish, and you had the Franchise Boys.
Yeah, and free Joel Santana.
That's just a commercial on YouTube. All right, now we ready for you.
Lean with it, rock with it. Lean with it, rock with it. Lean with it, rock with it.
I'm gonna try. I'm looking for and I keep a big back. Oh, I think they like that. Before I leave the house, and I rock with it, rock with it. She got a car with it. Ain't no rock with it. I don't believe it. Rock so damn hard. It's my name for me. If you then I make it.
Yeah, Steve. No, that's franchise boys. But rest in peace to Buddy.
Yeah,
Buddy,
don't forget about that group, man.
come on, the one I was pointing to right there. That's Buddy. He passed away. I want to say last year, man. Rest in peace, Buddy. But them boys, yeah, them boys. You know, they was doing their thing. They just having fun, man. Just
Of
having
course,
their fun.
man. That was when. Listen, man. A lot of people are passing away, man. As you get older, a lot of people come from them eras and they pass away. And you know, we just had a dear friend pass away, Big West. Rest in peace, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you when you hit me that day, man. And you know,
Yeah.
Rooster hit me the next day. But
There you go.
you know,
There you go.
people don't understand, Marcus, man. Like we family and your family's family, my family. I know your dad, you know my dad, but you know,
Yes,
people, there's no color lines with us. There's no, you know, stereotype, but there's no judging. Only God could judge. You understand?
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely, Steve.
I know
Absolutely.
your mom too. I know your mom too. I was at her birthday, I think.
Exactly, bro. Nah, bro, you family. I don't know. This goes what I was saying, bro. Like, look, I got DSG on right now. You know who DSG, Danny Swift. You know who Caleb Plant is.
Of
You
course.
know who, you know, yeah, Steve, that's family. Hey, so look, Steve, I'm gonna let my little 5 followers go. I appreciate them for chiming in, and
Wow, we had about 100 people in here, 200 people.
that's because of you, King. That's because of you. You know that.
That's just more quality. Let me just tell you something too. I want
Yes,
to
sir.
talk about, I want to talk about these. Yo, G Principal, what's up? I want to talk about, honestly, like the brutality, right? This police brutality, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, when you grew up, you looked at the police as like heroes, right? And you were like,
Right.
oh, they're here to protect and serve. As I started getting older and started coming into different things and hanging out with different people and, being in the streets or driving a nice car, I would get pulled over by cops, black, white, Spanish, in Queens. And they would be like, yo, license, registration, insurance, motherfucker. And I would be like, rest in peace, Nip. I'd be like, what, motherfucker? Like, why are you talking to me like that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then as I got older, and I was with different people getting pulled over, I would say, hold on, don't talk to me like that.
Right.
I pay my taxes. So at the end of the day, to the police officers out there that disrespect their badge and use it in the wrong way and don't know how to deal with people, those are the people that need to be punished, and they shouldn't get a job. But the good police that are supposed to protect, like my dad and your mom and our, grandparents, when my grandparents were alive, that's different. But what's going on out here is,
that's real.
In a society right now that everything's being filmed and taped, but it's respect, bro. You talk with respect, and you know what it is? There's too many people that stereotype people and judge people by the color of their skin. People tell me, why do I think I'm black? Why do I think I'm hip hop? And I say, you're so ignorant.
Right. I'm sure you had to go through that. Yeah.
And I remember a time, bro, in the early 90s, I got pulled over outside. I had bars in New York City. And I had Run DMC performing that night. And I got pulled over by the D-Techs. We call them D-Techs, undercovers.
Okay.
And it was a black and a white cop. And they pulled me over and they told me, both of them. And I'm going to post this on my Instagram because I used to have a little kid sell hot dogs out my bar. He just sent me the picture of him selling hot dogs, and he finally reached out to me 30 years later. And they pulled me over and they said, yo, we don't want the ends performing. You know what, right? And that was Run DMC. So I told him, please suck my dick. Excuse my French.
No, that's real. That's
and they
real.
locked me up, in the Queen's house. And I was there, and I got out that night. And the same cops came to the club that night to try to come in and see Run DMC perform. And it's just corny. I took Bone Thugs one of your favorite groups, the Hollis Queens, got pulled over by some Afro-American cops and white cops. Again, D-Techs, undercovers.
Yeah.
And they got us on the curb, and they're like, yo, where's the guns? Like, what are you talking about? They're searching the fucking hood. What are you talking about? And they found out it was Wishbone. Like, oh, Wishbone, oh my God. Oh, let me get a picture. Let me get a picture. And I'm like, yo, you fucking clowns. So all this police brutality that's going on and all these protests, I stand with it. But at the end of the day, you pay taxes, I pay taxes, and normal people pay taxes. They're supposed to treat us with respect, not judge. Only God could judge. Not disrespect us when they pull us over, when they see each other. Yo, you have to understand, I'll even take you to white on white racism. When white people look at me like, what are you doing in this neighborhood? I'm like, what are you talking about? So again, society's fucked up. You know, we need to honor and we need to, you know, judge people by what's inside of them and getting to know them real quick. And not looking at people and raising our children like, oh my God, I'm scared of the police officer. Oh my God, I'm scared of this guy who's, you know, looks with a bald head, or this guy and that guy. We got to treat everybody the same. Again, rest in peace to my mother who let everybody through my house. Colombians, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans, blacks, Irish, Italian. No, real talk. I grew up in Queens, bro, with all types of people.
That's right.
My mom fed everybody, gave everybody money. And it's just, I hate people who stereotype people, judge people by the color of their skin, their race, religion, and hate people who just do that. And only God could judge, my brother. And we respect one another as men, as women, as people. And you know, you've been with me places, and I've been with you places. It's respect. You know. Someone get out of line, disrespect, different story. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to respect. You know what happened in Chicago yesterday?
Nah.
Bro, 100 people I think got killed or shot, bro. I don't know if you saw that, but they're killing each other in Chicago. Like, yo, we need to get into these places. We need the big people with the voices to get out there. But
you talking about some gang? You talking about some gang type of stuff? Like some gang shit?
They're killing each other in Chicago yesterday, bro.
Nah, that shit. Nah, Steve. Nah, just to piggyback off of that right there, bro. That's real, and I can definitely attest, bro. Like I said before, Steve Lobel don't see no color lines, man. And you know, anybody knows me knows that I don't care. I love white people. I love black people. I love Mexican people. I love Asian people. I love people. There's really only one race. I really believe that. And that's the human race, man. It's that simple. And Steve knows Caleb Plant is a white champion that is, I don't see no color when I'm around Caleb. I don't see no color when I'm around Noah Chait. I don't see no color when I'm around Steve Lobel. I don't see no color when I'm around the Gooses. Not like, you know, it's all love, man. And the reality is, it's just one race, bro. And I agree with you. I think, Steve,
one race. My girl is Asian, bro. My best friends are Afro-American. So I make a lot of money with Afro-Americans. So, bro, I hate when people think like that. Listen, you know, like you said, brother, it's one race. And you know what? If you come to America and you want to be racist and we're giving you the land of opportunity, then get the fuck out of our country. It gets deep, bro. It gets deep, bro.
Yeah, no, that's real.
We need to unite and be one, bro.
Unite. That's it. That's the reality of it all. And that's why I say, man, I do love this, though, Steve. I love how the white people are stepping up right now. The little young white folks or whoever, old, white, young, or whatever, they all stepping up and they're making their voices heard a little bit. That's what we've been needing, because we've been through this shit for a long time. You know, as a black man in America, we've been through this for a long time, Steve Lobel. You know, before I was born. Before my dad was born, before my grandfather was born, we've been through this. Is deep rooted, bro.
It shouldn't even took this long. It shouldn't even took this long for it to happen. You know what? Everything happens for a reason, and timing is everything. I'm glad it's happening now, though.
And that's why I always say I've been hashtagging it lately. You know, justice for all. That's all I care about, Steve. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care if anybody wants to disagree with that. Cool, that's okay. But right is right and wrong is wrong. You can sit there and be like, well, but you know, the dude had no seatbelt on, so we killed him. Like, no. That doesn't make any sense, man. Like, let's do what we do to everybody. You know, go do the proper protocol, whatever you are, whatever. If you're a certified officer, do what it takes to do the right arrest or whatnot. If somebody get out of line, tase them, spray them, man. But
yo, you know what they do in New York, Marcus? They'll take. Shout out my man Tim, who's been doing so much activism. And he's been doing out there on the front lines with all the protests in Queens. Salute him in my neighborhood. Let me tell you something, bro. Damn, it came off. It came up. I forgot all about it real quick. Fuck.
No, it's okay. You
I
said
was
they
about to
doing in
touch
New
on
York.
something. What were we just talking? What were we just saying?
Right is right, wrong is wrong, and you said what they doing in New York.
Yeah.
Tell
So
me.
listen, in New York City, right?
Uh,
They'll take guys that grew up in like really white suburban areas, right? Who never had access to an Afro-American or a Spanish person, and they'll become cops, and they'll take that guy,
right.
young rookie, and put him right in the hood.
Yeah, that's the problem too. I agree,
That's
Steve.
the big problem. So
That's
they
the
shouldn't
problem.
do that. They shouldn't do that because he doesn't understand the culture, and he's just a racist fuck. You know
I agree.
saying? So that's the
I
problem
agree.
too. In New
So
York, I could say about New York.
hey Steve, let me jump in on that real quick. Yeah, that's real, man. Now
Please,
you're
bro.
talking. So, and the reality is, I talked to my guys. Shout out DJ Quest, by the way. He's one of the best DJs from the inner city of LA, Inglewood. He's been doing this thing for a long time. But I talk to my guys like that a lot. The reality is, Steve, yeah, I feel like a lot of people in the black community, they feel like police, F the police. And I understand that. We all understand why somebody would feel that way. Like it shouldn't be no reason why me, Marcus Watson, let's be real, Steve, me, Marcus Watson, riding around at 16 with my dad, what my dad been doing for a while. Like I had a car. Yes, I had a car, a nice car with 12-inch subwoofers in the back, with TVs in it, whatever the case is. I shouldn't feel nervous if the police come around me. You know what I mean? They pull me over for no reason. I got my license, registrations, and all that stuff. But they'll still mess with me, Steve, right? So I feel that I understand that. But in the same breath, I feel like I have police officer friends, Steve. Like I have police officer friends.
Yeah,
Black.
we all do. Someone gave me an FBI badge, and one of my guys who FBI agent gave me a badge. He's like, "Yo, you get pulled over, pull the badge out." So
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I got black, white, Mexican, police officer friends, and I feel like too, though, Steve. I feel like a lot of us black folks should join the force. I feel join the force, and that way, just what that's to piggyback off what you said. Put them in the ghettos, put them in the neighborhoods, put them in the communities, and they'll be able to relate to our people a little more better than somebody that comes from an area that's been taught to hate these people. And now, as soon as they say one thing wrong, we can just have target practice. Not cool.
Talk, bro. That's a serious problem. Like if you don't understand the culture, or you don't understand the neighborhood, or you don't understand the background of somebody, you're gonna be lost in there, and you're gonna go in there and be racist or negative instead of learning and joining the community and doing stuff for the community and working together with the community. When I see police, I wave because you know what? I'm not doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I got nothing to hide. So at the end of the day, I'm waving to you, and if you can't, you know what I'm just telling you is, and I got the badge to pull out, from my man. So I'm like, hey, check this out. I just feel like people need to respect people. Like, look, bro, if you're locked up and you're in the county jail for the night, you got to respect someone as a man. I just feel like the police need to respect people. No one's animals out here. No one's pieces of shits out here. And you got to, only God could judge. Treat everybody the same. Shout out LT Hutton, the legend, in here as well.
Shout out LG Hutton for sure. LG Hutton been solid. Yeah, he was solid. That's a solid brother right there, man. He was the Tupac movie as well, right?
My family, bro. You know what he calls me? The master connector. He said, yo, you the master connector. LT has been my brother for a long time.
Yeah, that's real. Shout out Diamond, Larissa, my cousin. She in here.
Shout out my man Hip Hop.
Hey, Steve.
My man Mario.
Hey, Steve. Shout them all out, bro. Shout out to all the people.
Whoever's in here means that we mean something to them.
Hey.
So we mean something to them.
Shout out to the good people. Shout out. I seen a couple of hater comments. Somebody said something slick about me. Cool. I don't care. Shout out to you haters too. We love y'all.
We love you.
I know my brother.
At the end of the day,
we love them.
Whoever's in here, we love you. But if you're in there hating, you're a clown for even being in here. Go somewhere else then. Why are you worrying about what we're doing?
Thank you for supporting us. Thank you. Peace and love for supporting us.
I'm still gonna do what I do. You know why? Because God is great and I'm blessed, man. I got positive energy.
And I got you always. Shout out my boy Aldo. I see you, Aldo. He got a son playing baseball.
That's what it is, Marcus. It's real talk, bro. Like these cops, they just get thrown into a war zone and not understand how to deal with the individuals or the people. So I hate when people, wow, yo, Steve, my neighbor from Queens, Officer Steve Lee. Yo, what up? Wow. Yeah,
Look at
anybody who's in
nah,
there knows
real.
me.
No, I got you.
I grew up with all types of people, bro. And if you know my dad, that's how I was raised. My mother
Pops
raised
is
me like
solid,
that.
man. Pops is cool. Pops is straightforward. He a stand-up guy. He reminds me of a white version of my dad. You know what I'm saying?
You know your father. You know your dad, your stepdad, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Exactly.
Hey, look,
Steve.
I'm glad we touched on the police brutality. I'm glad we talked about, the racism in the music industry. Yeah. I'm glad we talked about the pandemic.
Absolutely.
I'm glad we talked about everything, man. And know, like I said, like
same.
Love is love, man. God
same.
Is love.
Love wins, man. Love. I seen that. Love wins, man. Love always wins. Hey, look, Steve.
Duffy Hutton, shout out OG Ted and my man Steve Fun. He grew up in my neighborhood. He's Afro-American. He's like, yo, your mom's and dad were 100. Mom's passed away, though, a few years ago. My dad's still alive, though. But, yeah, I still got the same friends. I'm still the same. I ain't changed.
That's right.
And I just, I'm a giver, man, not a taker, bro. I like to open doors and help people, man.
Bro, you've been the same guy since I met Nick. You've been the same dude. And look, I got to get that N-word out of my vocabulary. But the reality is, as Black Americans, and I'm sure whatever all the Black Americans in here can kind of like agree with me a little bit. I got to get out of my vocabulary. But they gave us a bullshit word a long time ago, and we flipped that motherfucker. And I feel like, yeah, if we call somebody like that, I'll call you that word is what I'm getting at, Steve. But I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to say it. But you my dog.
But I'm gonna tell you something about that word. That word,
yes,
really, listen, is not a bad word if you use it the right way. You understand something? There were slaves in every type of generation and every type of race. So when I see Russell Simmons, I see Big U, I see LT, I see you. You say, yo, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? So people like, yo, but you're white.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Hey, Steve, I'm gonna leave you right there. That's what exactly. Look, real recognize real. That's the reality of it all, King. Hey, you got a song for me, or shall I play one for you, bro?
I mean, to keep it real with you, man, I got confused this morning. At 4:30 in the morning, I was texting you back, right? All right. I stay on New York time. So I had 5 songs, bro. I'm going to tell you them. You pick the one you want. I had Run DMC Sucker MCs. Wait. I had Fat Joe. LL Cool J remix, Who Shot Ya? I had Bone Thugs and Army Crossroads. I had Nipsey Hussle, I Don't Give a Fuck. And then I had Scott Storch's new single because this came out with Azuna and Tiger. So those, I thought you wanted my top 5. So I was like,
nah, it's all good. It's all good, Steve. Hey, all them songs are great. I don't give a fuck. That's early Nip right there, right?
Yeah, man, that was the song that I heard on the CD that made me like him, bro. And you can put it on now. It's timeless.
Yeah, that's the commercial. We got a commercial, Steve. My fault. We got a commercial, bro. Hey, I'm gonna. Hold on.
It's still timeless, Marcus. You can play it and it still sounds like the same. That was 15 years ago when I got that record.
Hey, you said all them songs right there. Hey, and all the people, thank y'all for coming out and tuning in and joining us on Good Music Mondays and listening to some real talk, man. Rest in peace, Nip, Bob, all that. Rest in peace, a lot of greats. But he said them 5 songs. I'm gonna play one of the songs that stood out to me, and I'll tell you, this one right here is my childhood days, and this group right here was amazing. I had an older cousin, shout out Jesse Milton. He used to push pause and write down the lyrics because they were rapping so fast and everything. So here we go, man. I'm gonna give y'all what Steve said. Here go one of the songs. He said this one right here is amazing, great song.
Well, Mary, tell him I can die tomorrow.
Almost done. On twin.
They kicking us off. I gotta go. We gotta go.
Love, salute, bro. Love you, man. Send love to the fam. Thanks, everybody. Peace.